What's up everybody, ESAM here bringing you another video. This one going to be my tournament wrap-up for Dubai X Bootcamp. Yes, I've been doing a lot of tournament wrap-ups but I keep going to so many, and I'm sorry. So yeah, we were in Dubai last weekend, that's insane. Yo, video games, let's go. But before I get into all of like the touristy stuff and like all the stuff we did outside the tournament, let's just go over the tournament. It was like a pretty small tournament. It was 60 something entrants for singles and I think like 10 to 16 entrants for doubles. I teamed with MVD, and let's go over doubles first. So we didn't really have that much trouble. I don't think we lost a game until winners finals, where we had to play PugWest and Mars, where we had a very, very dominant game 1. Game 2 we were bodying them, and then we brought it back because they were doing Anubis, and so Mars just kind of killed us at like 6, which was unfortunate. That's obviously an exaggeration. They killed us really early, and just because that's like what Lucario does, and we couldn't kill him or Pug for a little bit, and so they ended up getting a lot of damage, a lot of kills. And from then, they kind of momentumed the rest of the set. I think they beat us 3-1 in winners finals. And so when we're in losers finals, we end up losing a game to Madara and SSS, 2 of the better players from that region. I think it was game 2 that we lost. I don't really remember, but it was still like me and MVD played really solid. We were just trying to get our mindset back. So I don't exactly remember how set 1 went between PugWest and Mars in grand finals, but we did end up beating them 3-1, just really solid play on our part. I remember set 2 a little more clearly. So game 1, we won, and then they went up 2-1 on us. They just played really, really well. And then we win game 4, kind of close, but not really. I think we were losing at the very beginning, but brought it back to a respectable win. And then game 5, we were like, okay, yo, we got this, we got this, we got this. And then like 10 seconds into the game, PugWest SDs, and like 20 seconds later, he kills Mars, and then like 20 seconds later, he kills himself again. So me and MVD were just like, we take it. Like, there was no money on the line for doubles, but either way, it's still nice beating that team. So now our overall set count is 3-2 in mine and MVD's favor, because we beat them at Pound. They beat us at Big House, and we beat them twice here, and they beat us once. So either way, so like good records on good teams makes us feel good about our team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we know we're a good team, but either way, it's nice to have like validation of like playing these top teams that we're just like, yes, we can beat them. So that was doubles, and so me and MVD won, and we got some sick medals. Singles. So there was round robin pools, I think 10 round robin pools of 6 players each. Top 4 advanced to a 40-man bracket. So in pools, I did not drop a game. I had a little bit of a struggle, one game versus Zanza, the Link player, but we learned that day that Link's up B takes his double jump regardless of if you have it or not off stage, because he had like an 80-90% lead game 1. Like, he was just bodying me first stock, and then I hit him off stage. I hit him out of his up B, or try to like go to the Smashville platform kind of early, and then he just died because he didn't have his double jump, which was really unfortunate. And then game 2 I played significantly more solid, or like he was also shook because he had that lead and he was tilted, because we were playing friendlies and he'd be doing decent and then lose a jump and then be like, what happened to my jump? I don't know, because none of us knew that Link's up B took his jump. And then I had another game against a Rob, which was kind of close, but like not particularly close. Zanza's game 1 was definitely the closest one of that set. But something to note is that other than those 2 players, I think I went Samus versus every single person in pools, at least for a game, because there was a lot of Mario and a lot of Ness, and that did not change into my bracket. So round 1 of my bracket, which was the top 40, so to me essentially the round of 32, I had to play Mubrick, who was a Ness player, and game 1 I went Pikachu just because, you know, I don't really like going, like especially in that region, like, oh, I know who you play because we played friendlies, time to go my counter pick character. So game 1 I went Pikachu, and then game 2 I definitely went Samus, and game 2 was significantly less close, just because I think Samus does really well versus Ness. I think it's 55-45 Samus's favor. And then the next set I had to play Zolaine, who was one of the hosts, or one of the people that was really like helping us drive around and letting us go sightseeing the whole weekend, and he played Mario. I don't remember if I went Pika game 1 though. I might have. I actually don't remember if I went Pika, Samus, or Samus both games. So I won that 2-0, and that put me into top 16, where I had to play Ferris, the Zelda player, and I will comfortably say he's the best Zelda I have played. I have not played Ven. He does a lot of mind game, like he gets into your head similar to Purple Guy, but like slightly less into your head than Purple Guy. And then I don't really know Ven, but apparently Ven's the better like Zelda, so it does more Zelda stuff. Like, he would do down throw back air, down tilt back air, like just everything perfectly, and it was really obnoxious. Game 1 was super close. I thought I lost. He forward tilted me at like 120, and I somehow lived, and then I ended up winning that. And then game 2 I played a lot more solid, got a lot better damage, and I had like a 60-70% lead when I died my first stock, but then he messed up his recovery because he went off stage to mess with me, and he pretty much killed himself that way, like 60 or 70, which I felt bad about. But I mean, I was kind of scared, so we take those, just because he was really, really good, and I had played him in friendlies 2 days before that, and he was like taking me like consistently to like last hit, or like relatively lasting. Because I mean, down throw back air is a thing. On Pikachu, that'll kill like 50 if I miss DI, so that's scary. So that put me into top 8 winners, where I had to play Pugwest, and that was a clean 3-0. I mean, some of the games were close, but either way, just a 3-0. You know, Pikachu is a good character, and I still think Pikachu beats Marth slightly, just because of the amount of damage you can get in when you actually get into his defense, and that's like, because Pikachu's very good at juggling, and Marth kind of struggles in disadvantage, so again, I feel like Pikachu can get a lot of damage. If I don't just overextend to get damage, I can just kind of play the, okay, I'm going to hit you in the air a few times, I'm going to short hop, force you to air dodge, and then, or like force you to do something, fast fall it, punish you, continue to do stuff, throw them off stage, get some damage. So I mean, it's not really that big. Like, I think that matchup's pretty good for me. And then in the other side of winners semis, Mars beat MVD 3-1, so I had to play Mars in winners finals, where I again beat him 3-1, I'm pretty sure. So game 1, I was winning, and I don't remember how much percent I had at the end of the game, but I remember I wasn't super worried. But he missed a flip kick cancel on the Smashville platform, and forward smashed him for it, which is how I won game 1. Granted, he was at pretty high percent as far as I remember. All the matches, by the way, that were streamed are going to be up on VGBootcamp, or they are already up on VGBootcamp. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll link to that down below. So I beat Mars 3-1. So game 1 he's Zero Suit, game 2 he goes Lucario, and I was bonding him at the beginning, and I decided to start camping him, or attempting to camp him, because he counterpicked to FD, because obviously I'm going to ban Triplats versus Zero Suit, which, by the way, ban Triplats versus Zero Suit, even if you don't like Town and City. Ban Triplats, please ban Triplats. So I couldn't really run away from him, because I can't exactly have a good place to run away from Aura Sphere, because there's no platforms. Like, on platforms, you can time Lucario out really, really easily if you have a stock lead, and he has no aura pretty much at the beginning of a stock, because you can just run away, and even if you get hit, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So you can do that, but on FD that's kind of difficult. So I gave him like 20 or 30%, I died, and really the only way that I got both kills was he missed techs on Javlock, or on down tilt. I don't remember if he like closed his tech window trying to shield the down tilt or something, but I did get 2 early kills for that. And then game 4 I did win again against his Zero Suit, and so I win that 3-1. So I'm in grand finals now, where I actually meet MVD, because MVD had a really good losers run. He beat SSS, the Diddy Kong, the one that teamed with Madara, and then he beat Pugwest 3-2, and then he beat Mars 3-1, I'm pretty sure. So either way, just impressive wins by him, and then he ended up meeting in grand finals, where we had a very, very intense set. So game 1, I destroy his first stock, and then MVD does the thing where he just starts playing really, really well and makes it very difficult for me to land hits on him, and he had a super loud cheerleader in SSS, because once SSS lost to MVD, he's like, okay, I'm going to cheer for you super loud, okay, is that okay? And MVD's like, hell yeah. And MVD just started feeding off the crowd, and it was amazing. He played absolutely amazing. And so I ended up winning that game, but it was very, very close. He had, like, we were both at last hit, even though I pretty much killed him without taking damage first stock. Game 2, I'm surprised he didn't carry that momentum in order to beat me. I thought that's what would have happened, but I ended up winning game 2 on FD. Game 3, he brings it back to FD and 2-stocks me, and then game 4, I take him to Battlefield and he 2-stocks me, just playing amazingly well. I can't, like, I'm just not able to hit him with my kill confirms. He's avoiding grabs at, you know, 100, 130, and so I wasn't really able to do much, and I wasn't getting my edge guards. And then game 5, I go to Dreamland, and Dreamland, we were like playing pretty close as far as I remember, and then I end up getting an edge guard first. I end up tacking on about 20 or 30% before he kills me, and it ends up being an extremely last hit scenario. I know I ended up killing him with a Nair, so that's how much percent he had. He probably had like 140, 150, and I know I had a bunch of rage. I think I was at like 120, so it was crazy close, but I ended up taking it, so I was the champion of DxB Bootcamp. Let me show you the trophy. Yay, trophy. It's really pretty, and it reminds me of World Cup with football. So, and by the way, I mean like normal football, not American football. So, yay, so I won that, and overall, the trip was absolutely amazing. Dubai is definitely a city paradise. If you enjoy cities, big cities, you will love it there. The weather was kind of hot, but it didn't really matter because we were inside for the most part. The Dubai Mall was absolutely insane. It was huge. It was like a mini city in, like, just as a mall, just that you could shop at. They had a beautiful water show that we saw the first day. We went to the mall, we got food. We saw that water show, which was just amazing. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably already saw it. It was just like playing to the rhythm of I Can Be Your Hero by Enrique Iglesias, except not in English. And then it was like, so the water was playing, and it was in front of the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world, and so you could see the flashing lights of the building as it was playing with the water, and it was like a love song. So I'm like, I'm in love with something, and I don't even know. I'm just happy. It was so pretty. It was ridiculously pretty. Then we went up into the tallest building in the world and went to the highest floor, and we took selfies and pictures and stuff, and the view was crazy. It was so tall. It was actually insane. We weren't even at the top, because I don't think they let people up there. But so that was really fun. You know, obviously the trip was with me, MVD, Pugwest, Mars, EE, PB&J, TK, Logic, Apostle, and Gimmer. So it was a 10-people trip. Obviously, we also had Safe, who was the host and the TO of DxB. That was essentially just like kind of saying like, oh, we should do this, we should do this, we should do this. Or, you know, also being very accommodating. He was asking us, but if we didn't know an idea, he would suggest. And then, as I mentioned, the Mario main, so then, you know, he was there. And so it was so much fun. So us 12 would just be going everywhere. We went to the malls. We went to the, we were staying near the marina, which was like the little beach area. There was a ski lift, or like a ski resort in the mall, in one of the malls, not the Dubai mall, but the other mall. There was also like a haunted house, and I was so scared, and it wasn't fun. And by that I mean it was fun, but I was just very, very scared because I'm a very jumpy person, and I don't like horror games or horror movies. But I might actually buy a horror game for my Vive if I learn how to, if I can stream with it, and maybe do like a drunk stream with it or something, maybe, I don't know. It would be kind of hard because I would stream later just because it's a horror game, but I can't because my parents would be sleeping and they would obviously hear me scream, so that's kind of, you know, being tricky, but I'm gonna figure that out. And we just did so many things. Everything was so beautiful. The food was absolutely amazing. You know, just the quality of food was great. I love Middle Eastern food, and they also had a bunch of like hamburgers and that were just like cooked. I had like a camel burger, which was delicious, and everything was so like extra there. Like, it's one of the richest areas in the world, if not the richest area in the world. So the sights were amazing. Just all the buildings were, it was so pretty. I still cannot believe that it happened, except I have the pictures on my phone and I have the VODs. And I also have my Kendora, which is the garb that I posted on Twitter and Facebook. So again, it was crazy. Just everything about this trip was amazing. The hosts were so gracious. You know, I met Safe's daughter, which she was super cute. She didn't really like any of us, though. She was kind of like crying every time she was like brought in the room. You know, and we played Smash with all the locals at Zolane's guest house, and it was just, by the way, guest house, so yeah. It was all getting, everything was ridiculous there. We learned so much about the culture, you know, because there's a lot of like ignorance in America about the Middle East and their culture, and so he was kind of like teaching us stuff about it. Just from like, okay, well, you know, you guys can ask questions about this, you know, just because I know that America doesn't know that much, because they're very fearful and blah 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 blah, and then ask why we were fearful and all that type of things. And so we learned a lot about the culture. We learned how to say a few words, and it was very pleasant. You know, everything about this was pleasant. It was fun hanging out with all the guests. It was fun hanging out with all the locals. It was fun seeing all the sights and all the food and all the everything. Just the environment overall was absolutely amazing. So again, thank you to the UAE Smashers who welcomed us so warmly. Thank you to Safe for helping us plan this and reaching out in the first place to get us here. Thank you to Zolane for, you know, helping us and, you know, giving us a place to play Smash, and also driving us around and just hanging out with us. It was amazing. And thank you to everyone who came to the tournament, and thank you to VGBootcamp for streaming it. And thank you to, again, you guys, the viewers, my fans, because without you guys, I couldn't do this, because fans are the most important thing in this game, or like in this community, because without you guys, what are we? We're gonna play money for a 100-man tournament and nothing. And like, this is like the exposure, the fact that I have such outreach is one of the reasons why I'm able to do these things. And again, I want to thank you so much for that. And yeah, that is going to be about it for this one. As always, social media, Panda, and partner stuff is down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye.